is like 7 something in the morning, and my father-in-law calls and says, hey, the dogs have something on top of the telephone pole, light pole. And I go outside, and there's a raccoon just hanging out and scared. So we've put up the dogs, and I've placed some dog treats that smell like bacon that are pretty strong in that tree to kind of lure it down, and that is why my dog is barking in the background. And he's starting to realize, hey, I smell food. I should probably go down here a little bit. But I feel so bad for him. He's probably scared. I figured I needed to do a mid-afternoon update. This is definitely making me use my brain, and I kind of am really enjoying it. So I did start over my Clue 1. If you haven't watched the first of my videos, spoiler alert, and we've all seen Clue 1 at this point, all of the versions. I think I can drop the spoiler alert until I get to actually Clue 2, but by then it's gonna be a non-spoiler as well, so we're just gonna say MKAL chat. And I am working off all my little bobbins. So what I'm doing, honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm kind of mid-row. It's kind of hard to see with my stitch markers on there, but to give you an idea what I have going on. So I have some lace going on. Since I said spoiler warning, that is because Clue 2 does have the same kind of eyelet going for it. And so now I'm attaching that 5th color. So I started off with my darkest color, which is the blue, and I'm using my 5th color because I have a bunch of it. And I'm trying to figure out my bobbin situation, which is going to be the most intricate part of this process. And once I get that going, I think I'm going to be fine. So one of my tricks for color work is before you work these 2 stitches, I want to work in this blue, but this first stitch right here, I want to work in this Chinese lantern. So before I add the yarn for these 2 stitches, I'm gonna actually drape it over before I make this one. So the way that works is I take my tail and I just kind of put it in between my 2 needles. So it's basically hanging over this string. So that way it's just kind of hanging over. And then I just kind of hold it together. So I'm just kind of making a little, you can see how there's a little knot right there. And now I'm going to work this new stitch with my yarn. So I'm actually knitting completely backwards. So now that new yarn is even attached. That kind of going gets it started in the back of being twisted. See how they're twisted right here? So now I'm going to knit with the new color, the blue. Okay. And now I'm going to twist my yarn again. And I'm going to work the next stitches in the brown. Is that putting my stitch legs the right way? Why, yes it is. I think it just scaled up a little bit. So slide that one off. So now I'm gonna do this one. I'll work it over. And now I can just keep going knitting and knit normally until I get to the next section where I want to change colors. Ta-da! So hopefully I'm gonna work on that right now, and hopefully I can kind of start showing you how I'm planning on doing this. Fingers crossed that it actually works, because I've never done anything like this before and I don't have a pattern for it. So I really don't know. This is 100% sink or swim situation, and I'm just hoping that things work out in the end.